Welcome to another episode of The Making of the New Globus album. In this chapter, we're going to be taking a deep dive into the creation of a new song called Shelter from the Storm. The origins of Shelter from the Storm have its beginnings in a composition by Marcello De Francisci, a composer of film scores, television, and trailers, who sent me a track called Look for the Light in Tomorrow. He was hoping that I would place it into the Immediate Music trailer library a few years back. Didn't get around to it because by that time I had moved on. But I always kept that song in the back of my mind because it had a very interesting groove to it and a 7/8 meter. Now, for those newer to music, 4/4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's generally 98% of all pop music, right? But a 7/8 beat is more reminiscent of a kind of a prog rock approach, jazz fusion approach. The instrumental portion of that song presented a lot of space and opportunity for writing a new melody on top of it and additional orchestrations as well. Yeah, so the first thing that really kicked off this track for me was the percussion track. And we're going to hear a few of the elements as I heard them coming at me that inspired this song. And this is the signature riff in 7/8, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And back to the drums. And here comes guitar part number 2. Very syncopated feel. Add a synth. Big chorus, big power chords. So what we just heard was the intro, the verse, and a chorus. And I started coming up with a melody around this. A little song like this. And the big payoff on the chorus. Now, this is Marcello's original choir track, which are samples. It's not a real choir, but it just sounds so over the top. And then the big brass comes in at the end, like a typical trailer cue. Really epic. So I felt that keeping the bones of this epicosity over here and adding a really hardcore, tight, kind of a prog rock rhythm section will create an interesting hybrid. So I had this song kicking around on my computer for a few years, and each time I played it to see what I can come up with, nothing really happened. Must have tried 10 or 12 different approaches with different melodies and different arrangements. Nothing took until one day, a few months ago, something clicked. First thing I did was kind of establish a drum beat. I knew I was going to replace that, so I didn't really try that hard. As you can see here, I have kick, snare, and a hi-hat, right? Just like that, played it in with my fingers. This really started taking life when I started addressing the orchestra. Locking into that rhythm, that 7/8 feel. And the bridge with a kind of 80s Rush sounding like a synth feel here. And coming into the chorus. That's an arpeggio. So this is essentially what I brought to the band to work on. So the orchestration that I had done in order to prepare the song for a band recording did have some guitar samples, a bass line that I kind of put up, and some sampled drums as well. But I knew that once I get the band in, Ariel, Rani, and Gil, that things were going to change and for the better. Last week, it just kind of, a tiny door opened and then it...
Awesome, I love it when that happens. We got a 7/4 group, fellas. That's badass. Definitely thinking some super fast picking for the end of that one would be amazing. I don't know if a double bass is possible there, but you know. It's like, oh it is.
Throwing down the gauntlet.
Don't tempt him with a good time.
I really think that would be awesome.
Oh, it is.
What do you think, Ariel? A heavier kind of...
Yeah, this feels like heavier lifting than the other two.
Gil's drumming in particular livened up the song quite considerably. His hi-hat work on this song is of note.
And then just to differentiate between the parts, groove in 7 with kick, snare, hat, then maybe open hi-hats or crashing, like just to differentiate dynamic.
I'm in your head.
Okay.
Whatever. You
So,
know,
yeah, let's
bring to it what you're feeling, you know.
Let's hear it again then.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. It's like a party.
It's open crashing. Let it kind of soar and let that orchestral drum.
Yeah. The heaviness and the multiple parts that Ariel added in conjunction with Rani in unison of some signature guitar rhythm parts really provided a formidable foundation. There's like kind of a kitchen sink feeling to this one at the moment.
Yeah, but we'll make it tight. It won't be like an all-out, unorganized mess.
Right.
Yes.
Oh, I can't wait to rock out with that.
I just have to lay down this.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. What up? You're watching a... The first and third are fine. The second one is like, are we pulsing it? No, I'm loving what I'm playing on the second cycle.
Yeah!
Hell yeah!
Let's fucking record this bitch.
That's fucking nice.
Now that I got this shit, let's do this bitch.
We acquired a much heavier and organic sound. So a very powerful motif in this song is the string line, which goes something like this. So Ariel jumped on that and he wanted to duplicate it, which he did. A couple of different takes on the guitar. And then Rani adding the bass. It's got this definite feel. I love syncopated drum fills like this. I mean, all day. And the rest of the orchestration kind of built around this. And then the synths follow this kind of pattern. And the chorus, these crazy arpeggios. bring in the vocals here too. See what it sounds like.
Well past the point of indignation,
So
capitulation.
it's tracked so that there's a lower octave and a higher octave singing at the same time, and a double on top of that. Here comes the choir. That was me. Here it comes. Hoping you're enjoying this series. If you do, like, subscribe, leave a comment, ask a question. I'm here for you. Anything you got for me, throw it at me. Till next time, be well.